The UP Hidden Coast Recreation Heritage Route. Follow the UP Hidden Coast Recreation Heritage Route and you will find museums telling stories of our past. Look beyond our museums and you will find what makes this section of the Upper Peninsula so special. The UP Hidden Coast Recreation Heritage Route runs from Menominee to Gladstone along M35. The Recreation Heritage Route offers exceptional scenic, cultural, and historic experiences along the Bay of Green Bay and Little Bay de Noc. The Menominee County Heritage Museum, one block from M35 on 11th Avenue, is open from Memorial Day to Labor Day, Monday through Saturday. Settled in the restored St. John's Catholic Church, the museum features exhibits highlighting the early days in the county's history and the ethnic groups who settled the area. The West Shore Fishing Museum is devoted to the area's commercial fishing industry and includes a display of prehistoric and recent Native American fishing. It is operated by the Bailey Property Preservation Association. The home built by Charlie Bailey was built around 1900. The Delta County Historical Museum in Escanava's Ludington Park features the Sandpoint Lighthouse. Visitors can climb the tower for views of Little Bay de Noc. Housed in one of the city's earliest radio stations, the museum features displays of logging, shipping, and the railroad industries in the area. Named for the Menominee Indians, Menominee roughly translates to wild rice. In its day, Menominee produced more lumber than any other city in America. Today, it's a small manufacturing community with companies like Lloyd Flanders, Menominee Paper, and Enstrom Helicopter. The downtown is truly historic, with original 19th century buildings filled with unique and quaint shops. The buildings are just as they were in the late 1880s, with ornate features and stone facades. Ingleston, north of Menominee, had a population of 250 in 1887. The town had a postmaster, 3 general stores, 3 lumber and shingle mills, 1 copper shop, 1 saloon, 1 justice of the peace, charcoal kilns, and a large boarding house. It was settled in 1866 when Charles B. and Judge E.S. Ingalls built a mill. Today it's a small residential community along M35 and the Bay of Green Bay. Arthur Bay, then known as Leatham, was bustling with activity in 1878 when Leatham and Smith set up a lumber and shingle mill there and began logging operations. By 1887, several hundred men worked in various logging camps. That year, the mill cut 1 million shingles. In 1887, John Leatham sold his interest to W.S. Horn, who renamed the town for his son, Arthur. The town was left to fishermen. By 1910, the population declined to 25, with only the school and general store remaining. Cedar River is considered the halfway point along the UP Hidden Coast Recreation Heritage Route. It is a small community with a big history. It once had a population of 400. Lumber and shingle mills played a big part in rebuilding Chicago after the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. Only 4 structures remain from the milling days. 2 are churches, one which is being used as an art gallery. Settled in 1850, Cedar River, once called Cedar Fork, had an abundance of cedar trees, which attributed to the name of the town. Misery Bay was established by Potawatomi, Ojibwa, and Ottawa Indians in 1780. It is near Noseum Creek, named for the small stinging gnats. It is believed that Misery Bay received its name during a less than desirable fishing season. However, an early settler says the inlet got its name following an offshore blizzard that froze 2 area fishermen to death. Ford River got its start during the lumbering boom of the mid to late 1800s. It was named for Thomas Ford, the governor of Illinois, who scouted the area in the 1840s. A small water-powered sawmill was built by 1844. By 1890, production of lumber reached 50 million feet. The town had a boarding house, hotel, town hall, machine shop, school, post office, blacksmith, tavern, and slaughterhouse. Its history is on display at the Township Hall. Escanaba is the city named for the smooth slabs of limestone found in the bed of its nearby river. It is a Native American word for flat rock. When war broke out between the North and the South, the Peninsula Railroad brought iron ore to Escanaba to be shipped out. Construction began on the first of many wooden ore docks that employed thousands of workers and attracted immigrants to the United States. Iron ore shipping is still important to the community today. Ore boats are often seen passing on the bay. Escanaba was incorporated in 1866. The Sandpoint Lighthouse was built a year later. Streetcars carried residents through the town and out to the mills. With over 13,000 people today, Escanaba is the third largest city in the Upper Peninsula. The papermaking company NewPage Corporation is the community's largest employer, although there are many innovative businesses such as EMP, Andex, Sakely's Candy, and small manufacturers with national markets. Named for the business partners of lumber tycoon Nelson Ludington, Wells has its own unique history. In 1852, it was the home of Nelson Ludington and Daniel Wells' water-powered lumber mill. In 1888, Isaac Stevenson built a newer and larger mill downstream. The I. Stevenson Lumber Company became an enormous operation at the mouth of the Escanaba River. At its peak, it produced 40 million feet of lumber annually. Only submerged ruins survive today, a small echo of Wells' legendary past. Gladstone lies 7 miles north of Escanaba on Little Bay de Noc. The community received its name from the British Premier William Ewart Gladstone, whose help was sought in establishing a railroad line to the city from Minneapolis. In 1877, the Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Sault Ste. Marie Railroad made Gladstone a shipping point and lake terminal. The company built extensive merchandise, flour, and coal docks at Gladstone. Gladstone remains a railroad hub today. Kipling honors poet and writer Rudyard Kipling, who passed through when he toured the North Country along the Soo Line Railroad. In the late 1800s, there were 6 boarding houses. Today, only 1 remains. The Kipling House is being run as a bed and breakfast. The UP Hidden Coast Recreation Heritage Route leads through water and wilderness along a Lake Michigan shore rich in history and teeming with recreational opportunities. The word hidden is intriguing, especially when traveling or planning a trip. It spurs thoughts of adventure and excitement. Make the UP Hidden Coast Recreation Heritage Route your next adventure.